Okay, let's see here. Who is this? I gotta turn the brightness up on my screen. Hold on.
It's Trusty.
Okay, Trusty. Can we get your age for TikTok purposes?
Hey there, guys. Yeah, I'm 42.
Age. Well, how are you this evening, Trusty?
I am doing rather well. How are you guys?
We're doing all right.
Mm-hmm.
So, what brought you up here this evening, my friend?
Well, I don't think ICE is a domestic terrorist organization at all, so that's what brought me up. Also,
Yeah?
they don't use like
Why do you say that,
M16s
dear?
anymore.
Do what?
Yeah, interesting weapon of choice as well, but sure. Like, I don't think they carry around like a AR platform, but
Yeah, some of them do. Not all of them, but some of them do.
yeah, not really, but sure. I mean, that one's like going into combat. It just doesn't make much sense, but
Have you not seen some of these guys out here, dude?
yeah,
I
I
mean,
just
I'm
think
not
a
gonna lie,
sidearm is more effective when you're chasing down illegal aliens, but
well, yeah, you would. Well, I mean, you would think a sidearm would be more effective, regardless in that regard, because you probably
yeah.
have more control over it. At least, that's my personal opinion. However, these dudes will come out with full-on battle rattle, like I mean, equivalency to what I wore in Iraq.
You just mean like body armor wise or weaponry wise?
Like, I mean, we're talking ACOGs on fucking ARs with the full battle rattle body armor. No joke, bro. Like seriously, I mean, if I wish I could. I don't know how to do the green screen or change the image in the background on my stuff here. I don't. But like, if I could, I'd pull up pictures of some. Let's see here.
Please don't refer to them as illegal aliens. They're human beings.
You should change the law that says calls them that then.
Again, don't say that shit on this panel.
Are you offended by it that I'm using a legal term?
They are human fucking beings, and you can't be illegal on stolen land.
Okay. What a great debate term. Wow. Did you formulate that one on your own? Or did you just listen to all your other cult members?
You really? This coming from the guy who voted for Trump? Shut the fuck up.
Hell yeah, man. 5 times voted for him.
Yeah. Fucking inbred.
Wow. What a valuable comment back.
Hey, if you voted for Trump, that means you like raping women, you like touching children. So congratulations, buddy. That's what you voted for.
Didn't you say you're 18?
42.
Oh,
He's in his 40s.
so how did you vote for Trump 5 times? That
Could have
makes
voted
us
for him 6, only voted for him 5.
Because he's a bitch.
Wait, hold on. He ran more than.
He ran in
Only ran
3
twice.
in 3 years. I voted for him 5 times. Could have voted for
3
him
times.
6 though. Yep.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying now.
Remember, in his own words, the country's ran better under Democrats. His own words.
Okay. Well, it's not. So
Actually, it is. History and statistics prove it. Because last I checked, it's Democratic states that are bailing out red states.
take the blue cities out of those red states, and it might be a different case.
Actually, the correct legal term is illegal alien. It's
Thank
not
you.
illegal immigrant.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, I don't know what you're saying thank you for. You said illegal immigrant, and it's not.
I said
No, he
illegal.
said
Dumbass.
he's the one that said. He said he said alien. He said
Yeah.
illegal
He said
Illegal
alien.
alien.
Somebody said.
Yeah.
I thought I heard somebody say immigrant.
Regardless,
Okay.
they're not illegal.
It was
Because you
Siren.
can't be illegal on stolen land.
So crossing our border is a crime, which makes it illegal. So they're illegal aliens by law.
But I mean, seriously, like,
dumbass.
I don't know. You guys are the one that
it's
got
a-
all butthurt about this term, but it's
No,
in
I
law.
did. And I won't stand for it.
What are you gonna do?
If it was up to me, I'd boot your ass back to the
Aw.
fucking continent.
You just boot people that you disagree with, just right away, just out of here.
Go fuck your goat.
so
Shut
Go
the fuck up.
fuck your goat. Wow, what a great response. You're just full of them tonight. You're on fire. So does anybody want to have an
Boss
actual
said to say good
conversation,
boss.
or are you just going to personally attack me?
I'm trying.
Yeah.
No,
all right.
Trustee, let me ask you this one. Okay, so you disagree that they are a terrorist organization. Okay, what do you? I mean, what do you feel about the unaliving of
Renee No
Ms.
Good.
Good?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's unfortunate what
Ms.
happened to Renee No Good, but she put herself in that situation, and all of her
No,
actions
she didn't.
resulted in that. So that was just really bad decision
she didn't.
making. And I
It
just
was
feel
Lisa's
bad for her
fault.
children that are now going to grow up without a mother because of the bad decision making by her.
Actually, it was Lisa's fault.
Oh,
Technically, it was Trump's
wait,
fault.
she didn't comply. She didn't comply. Was that her bad decision? She didn't
No, well,
comply
one
with
of them.
with the
Hold
stormtroopers.
on.
She didn't comply with the
Cosmic,
stormtroopers. Yes, I
Cosmic, I
am
need you to hold on for a
39
second.
West
So,
Coast. 39 West
okay.
Coast. I am old enough to be here.
Thank you, dear.
Thanks.
Thank you, dear. I appreciate that. Get to you here in 1 second. But hey, Trustee, let me ask you a question. What was she supposed to climb with? Dick, what was she supposed to comply with? The leave the area or get out of your vehicle order that she was given?
First of all, she was chasing these ICE officers around all day, and then so she sped past them,
Actually,
and then.
Not illegal.
All right, can I speak, or are you just going to say no? She wasn't. When it's on video that she was. So she's harassing these ICE officers. She peels down the road, cuts them off, and then puts her car at a 45-degree angle, blocking their way of traffic. So then the tan
Not
SUV
blocked.
drives. Huh?
They were not blocked. A car,
Yeah,
before they
'cause-
got out of their truck, another car went right in front of
yeah,
her.
I know, because she only has a
She waved past
13-foot
tried to wave
vehicle.
them
She
on.
waved past a car before it
Oh wow,
happened. She
the magical
literally
wave.
lit a car past.
Right. So why is she parked at a
But
45-degree
because
angle
Monica
blocking
has-
ICE operations? Like that was decision number one, being
she was
stupid.
backing out of
They
her
weren't even on
driveway.
any
No,
operations.
she wasn't.
You know what operation they were
Yes,
on?
she was.
She's seen on
Digging
security
their-
video driving
They were
straight down the road
digging their
and then cutting
car
them
out
off.
of the snowbank. They weren't even on official business, ding dong.
They looked like they were on
She
official
was
business today. They
literally
were all geared
leaving
up.
her
Well,
house.
actually,
Oh.
so
Well, that's not what the video shows.
Well, the
so-
video you watched is wrong.
The security
So-
cam video from one of the neighbors is wrong. Is it AI? Was it AI that I saw?
Let Ashley talk. Let Ashley talk. Go ahead, Ashley.
So Christy Noma actually came out herself and said that they weren't there on any kind of official business.
What did she say
They
that?
may have been on their
What were they
way to it
doing
or
then?
on their way from,
Right.
but
Yes, they weren't on that
moment,
street at that moment on official business. So Renee No Good then blocks their way, putting herself in that situation, which
Didn't
now
block
makes it
their way.
their business.
She didn't block their way.
She's parked at a 45-degree
But,
angle,
so
blocking
they
both lanes
could've
of
went
traffic.
around.
Trusty,
Sure.
do you think blocking someone's way of business is means of killing somebody? Like legit?
No.
Legit. Like place
TikTok
yourself in
friendly.
anywhere in the world and somebody
Right.
gets in your
That's
way.
not why she was
You're going to
pew-pewed.
kill them for getting in your way?
No, that's not why she was pew-pewed.
We got to use TikTok friendly language, please.
I'm sorry, unaliving.
That's not why she was pew-pewed.
I wish she pew-pewed.
She was
Well,
pew-pewed because she
it
struck the
clearly-
officer
it
with her
clearly-
vehicle
it
and was trying to
clearly is-
peel out of
It
there.
clearly is because your hinge points were due to the fact that she was obstructing the entire time. Your hinge point was not that she was aiming her vehicle at this particular individual agent, because has been
But
proven
I
to
wasn't
be a moot
afforded a
point.
whole lot of words, so I'm just describing the entire situation.
She didn't spin out of
I'm
there. She
trying-
didn't hit the gas until she was unalived by his weapon.
Right, because she
That's
hit the
when she
gas,
hit the gas.
and then hit the officer, and then she was unalived.
No, she was going very
Okay, so-
slow when she didn't tap the officer.
Well, she did hit
And
the
then
officer. Let's not lie about
after
that.
he pew-pewed her, then she hit the gas because her body was now no longer in existence and it was dead weight.
Yeah, she was still on the gas at that point, but she was on the accelerator prior to that when she hit the
No,
officer.
she
She
wasn't.
wasn't.
Yeah,
No, she wasn't.
So,
It's all on video.
He pew-pewed her through the front windshield first, and then the
Right.
other two went through her side window.
After she hit
She
him.
was
Any
already
It's all on
any
video.
injured.
competent individual or military personnel would read that car was turned the other way, had her wheels cut. There is no indication that she was aiming towards him whatsoever.
But she hit
It is
him.
a
How the
moot
fuck-
point.
how
You are
the-
arguing a moot point that would not hold up in a court of justice.
Yeah,
How
in the
the
court of
fuck did she
justice, when you
hit
hit
him?
an officer with your
How the
vehicle,
fuck
it's
did
fair
she
game.
hit him? How the fuck did she hit him when he clearly was walking around like nothing was wrong with him?
So he slides backwards. You can see his feet slide backwards in the video, and at that moment, he's firing his pew.
Oh, bullshit.
So one went
Show
through
the
about
proof.
4 inches off of the
Show the
A-pillar,
fucking proof
one
or
hit the
shut up.
side mirror, and then one went point blank in her brain again.
Oh, are you
Show the
justifying
fucking
the
proof,
3
shut up.
shots that fucking coward made? Are you like literally
Those all happened in about a
legitimizing the 3
second.
shots towards a mother, an unarmed civilian? Are you literally legitimizing and justifying
So because she's
3
a mother,
shots
she
into
can just
an
run over
unarmed
ICE officers,
civilian?
and that justifies it? So you have a magical
Unarmed
thing as a mother?
civilian who had her wheels cut the other direction.
She's not
than the
unarmed.
Agent
She
that you were.
she wasn't
Do not
unarmed.
say officer. This individual is not an
He's
officer.
an officer.
He's
Yes.
a federal ICE
pig.
agent. That is
ICE
what he
officer.
is.
Whatever.
He's a
Yes,
pig.
you
Hold
know
on.
the
Guys.
Oh, he's a
minimum
pig.
requirement, the usual average training that an ICE officer requires is 47 days.
Cool.
Ask a law enforcement officer, in contrary, what they have to go through. Ask any other military personnel what they have to go through. 47 days is what these federal agents have to go through.
He was on
Do you
the.
think that's substantial
So-
training to know
How-
when to
how
use
long was he
lethal
on the
force or
force
not
for?
to
He
not
wasn't
to
a new
use
officer.
lethal force?
He wasn't a new
Excuse me?
officer. He was not a new officer.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. He is a experienced officer with PTSD, correct? So he shouldn't haven't even been on the job. Ask any of my elder millennials who went to Iraq. They would tell you that do not bring a soldier
I
back
went to
on who's
Iraq.
experiencing symptoms of PTSD.
Well, I mean, I went to Iraq.
He did everything correctly.
Right,
03.
right,
No, he
right.
didn't.
He
Well,
deserves a
was
medal for saving many lives
No, he
from
doesn't.
a deranged
correct of
criminal.
him to say was
Okay.
it correct of him when he said fucking bitch after he shot her? Or
Oh yeah,
pewter?
of course it is. Of
Yeah,
course it is.
absolutely.
Because trustee just said that she was a deranged
perfect
criminal.
law enforcement.
Well, one,
Yeah,
she hit
because
him, and two, he's probably pissed that
is
he had to
going along with the
unalive her.
propaganda
Now I'm being muted already.
of
That's how
purporting
it's
this
gonna
woman
go.
as
You know
a
what?
I'm being muted.
deranged criminal.
Shocker.
These guys are supposed
Okay.
to be able to go after the biggest, baddest, the criminals, all the gang members. They can't take down.
Who's muting
They
me?
can take them big bad gang members down that have weapons, but they're worried about a little girl in a car.
Why are
Really?
you guys muting me?
So,
Really?
Why are you muting me?
Really?
Would you
They can
take?
take them
So,
down without
I'm-
shooting
Would
them.
would a colonel of a particular unit take his unit to a village with women and children if he knew that the soldier had severe PTSD? I don't think
Nope.
so.
Yep.
Who said he had severe PTSD? Everything he did was 100% correct.
That's what
No,
they're
he
trying to
wasn't.
write it off as. That's what they're trying to excuse it as. Oh, he was
Who's
hit by
they?
a vehicle
That's
so many
what
months ago.
Republicans do.
You can see it on the
They
video.
tell lies upon
So the
lies
videos are
upon
lying?
lies. Yes.
The videos
It's
that
like-
I
it's
saw
like
are
trustee,
lying, where you
actually-
can see him getting
There's
hit.
no way
Okay.
he was
Sliding
hit
backwards on the
until he had
pavement.
control over his weapon and his cell phone.
Jesus,
He
God.
recorded.
Yeah,
the
he absolutely
entire
did.
thing.
He's actually really good at his job.
Because if he was hit, he would have been on the ground.
Okay, y'all. I'm
Says
putting
who?
He's
down
really
stuff here.
good at executing
Hold on one second.
LGBTQI
Hold on one
ribbon,
second. Hold on one
Trustee.
second. Hold on one second.
By being good at his job, is that what you mean? That he's
Cosmic. Hold on. What were you saying, Ashley?
Well, first off, I was trying to converse with Trustee A, and then B, we have another panelist.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry, my apologies.
You're good, honey. Mega, how can I get your age for TikTok purposes?
I'm 37. You can call me Meg.
Meg, okay. Thank you, Meg.
Yes.
And what brought you up here, Sweet Pea?
Well, I mainly wanted to come up because I've just been in the chat this whole time, but to Trustee specifically, I don't think any of you are going to convince the others of like the situation that happened, if it should or shouldn't, which, I mean, I have an opinion on that.
I agree.
But it says, like, Trustee, it says you were an elected official. What were you elected to?
If you keep muting me, I'm not going to be able to respond. So you could stop doing that now, please.
We'll respond and stop bitching.
I don't. Go ahead, Trustee.
Ask the question again, because when I get mute, my ears also get muted.
Well, I'm just wondering because I feel like the conversation more so should be around whether or not they should even be here. And I'm saying here because I'm in Minnesota in the Twin Cities area. And
Hmm.
obviously none of this would have happened if they weren't here doing what they're doing. And I'm just wondering, as an elected official, which it says in your bio that you were, and I don't know what, that would have been for. So I think
Gotcha.
that that would be
Yeah, I lived in Minneapolis for
pertinent.
5 years, so I'm pretty familiar with the area. I went to college up there. But yeah, I was elected
I've talked to
here,
you before.
possibly.
Yeah, you
Um,
have.
yeah, I was a local elected official, so I represented about 40,000 people here locally in the state of Wisconsin. I've worked on everything from local races like that, all the way down to school board, all the way up to statewide races, to presidential races, all the way up. So pretty
Okay.
familiar with the political
So
scene.
what are your thoughts on, I guess, I'm assuming you think that they should be here in force
Mhm.
as they are, up to like almost 4,000 now. Um, but do you feel that it's right the way that they're doing what they're doing? Because they're not executing warrants. They're not finding people that they actually have record of being violent criminals or that did some bad things and just shouldn't be here even. They're
Mhm.
literally profiling people because they were given that right from the Supreme Court, which I think is fucked up, but whatever. And then now they're even going door to door asking and offering people to basically turn in their neighbors or turn in people. And that's how they're coming across these people. And I know that
Yeah.
because I see it and I know people in my life that are experiencing it. So I just would like to know how you actually feel about the way that this administration is going about utilizing this force. Because in my opinion, there's a million better ways that they could be doing what they're doing than they are. And they're just trying to scare
Mm.
us.
Well, you shouldn't be in this country illegally. Crossing the border is a crime, so they're going after 100% criminals.
Okay, but
Actually, it's
be
not.
honest. You
It
know
is
that
a
that's
crime.
not what they've been saying. They've been saying
It
that they're
is
going
not.
after the worst of the worst. They
You
literally
can lie
said
all you
that. They've
want,
said
Simon,
it.
but you're just wrong. So crossing the
You
border
have
is a crime. It is a
365
criminal act.
days. You have 365 days to seek asylum once you cross the border.
And you're illegal every moment of that as well. So you can say
Hey,
whatever you
guess
want,
what?
but
White
you're
But
people are
my
illegal.
point
illegal.
is they don't have warrants for these people. They have no idea.
Some of them
They're
they
just
do.
going around and guessing. They're
Yeah,
saying,
no,
"Oh,
not
this
really.
person looks brown. They've got more melanin in their skin. So where are you
No,
from? Where were you born?" And if they
no,
don't
Right?
like
no.
how that interaction goes, then they wrestle them to the ground and they take them away. And even if they're American citizens, which they have taken American citizens and detained them
No.
for hours already, just because they don't like how the interaction is going, do you feel as an elected official, and I'm assuming the
Former.
party that you would
I'm a
align with,
former elected official.
okay, former elected
And he was
official,
I
I don't know
retired
your
in
party
certified
April.
criminal
affiliation,
and
but
stuff.
I could guess. Do you feel that that's not going against any of our civil liberties at all, even if you
No.
don't care about the immigrants, like the American citizens that are being
Illegal.
affected by
The
this?
illegal aliens. I don't care about.
That's semantics. It
They're
doesn't
not
matter.
illegal.
No, it's not.
They're
There's
immigrants. They're
immigrants and
not
then there's
from
illegal
here.
aliens.
Okay,
You
but I'm
can't be
Okay,
asking how
illegal and
you
still
feel.
want
can I
How do
just
you care about how it's affecting even American citizens if you think that they're doing a good job?
Sure, these situations are extremely minimal overall and very rare. That is somewhat
They're
unfortunate,
not.
but
No, they're
it is
not.
very rare. Yeah, I mean, unless you're going
No,
to
they're
fight an
not.
officer or an ICE officer and not prove your citizenship. I mean, if you're going to fight them all day, then yeah, you're
You
going to be
don't need to
detained, I
prove your
guess.
citizenship as a US citizen.
No, you're right.
You don't need to do that.
Right. You should just
Okay,
not
so
say anything
why are you okay with what they're doing? So we as
because
Americans
it's
should just be
effective.
okay with someone in a mask and guns and
how
body
is it
armor and whatever
any
coming up to us and
different from
asking us to
asking for
prove.
papers as a Nazi or SS force? How is it any different? Please tell
So a
me,
police officer can
Trusty.
ask you any question and
Got
you have the right
this.
not to
Hold
answer.
on. Trustee, I apologize for interrupting you again here, but we have gotten this is to the entire panel. We have got to use TikTok friendly language, please. If I got to give this warning one more time, I'm gonna have to drop you.
Okay, schmatzy. All right, I will start using all of my words with schmatz. But
I know it's ridiculous, but it's TikTok regs.
oh, I'm sorry, dear. I apologize genuinely. I'm just asking, and I know this is kind of a trope and kind of a cliche question, but Trusty, you're really imploring me, asking, how can you not consider the historical parallels and the historical like ramifications and the sense of asking for papers door to door. The door to door campaign thing is literally a playbook, a piece of paper directly from a dictator's handbook, a fascist handbook. So please tell me how it's different in this situation.
Well, I think they have obviously tips of who's here illegally, and those people need to go home and fix their own shithole
Can't be
country.
illegal on stolen
No,
land.
they're trying to get tips. They're just going up to people and basically scaring them, intimidating them, and making them feel like if they give them the tips, then they can go find the people that they're supposedly going to get. There's
Yeah.
like absolutely nothing moral or just in that, if you ask me
Sure.
as an American.
So if there was a crime that happened in your neighborhood and police went door to door asking for tips of that crime, is that also being a schmatzi?
What
if
crime?
if it was
Crossing the border
citywide, that's
illegally is
different.
a
The
crime.
context is different. The
It's not.
context is different.
These are criminals.
This is what your side does
It's
is
misdemeanor.
you do confirmation bias. You try to put this like hypothetical situation, but the context is completely different. The circumstances are completely different. You're talking
Yeah.
about a citywide, national scale deployment of IDF trained Proud Boy militia type men who are in the streets, who are masked, going door to door asking for somebody's papers. That is what it has led to. And on top of that, it is no longer immigrants. It is LGBTQIA. It is protesters. It is people who are activists. It is people who they're descendants of the current administration. That is something unprecedented. That is something new in our history.
Yeah, stop throwing bricks at ICE officers and you will not be arrested.
That
How did you feel
language
during
is
COVID when they were wanting people to turn in people? What were your thoughts on that? I would like to know.
I mean, that's a tangent, so I don't
No,
think
it's
we should
not. No,
stick
it's
on
not.
this.
They were being criminals, I guess. They weren't supposed
ICE
to
was
be
going
gathering
out.
or whatever.
ICE was going out and doing COVID stuff.
No, but like,
Oh,
how did you feel during COVID? How did you feel things were handled? Did you feel like there was like there's some
yeah, there was a
tyrannical
lot of
behavior?
fascism by the Democrats. Absolutely.
Sure.
100%
Okay.
agree.
How did that make you feel? You
Absolutely
don't think
not.
that that's not like
Yeah, I fought
any
against
type
it.
of
Yeah, I fought against it
hypocrisy?
locally. I was elected then, so I fought all sorts of shit against that crap.
Right.
Yeah, 'cause
Okay.
you're a
So how
criminal.
would you
We
have
get
felt
it.
if like
I
the
was a
police were
criminal?
going door to door and saying,
How was I
"Hey,
a
which
criminal?
of your neighbors are getting together when they're not supposed to be?"
Yeah, I
Okay,
wouldn't.
so I'm gonna chime in here.
That's kind of apples to
Go
oranges
ahead,
here.
Trusty. Finish your.
No, it's not.
What's
Go
that?
ahead, Trusty. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I'm gonna chime in after you're done.
I'm not even going to respond to the C-19 stuff. It's so ridiculous.
Oh my God. Okay.
So, to kind of elaborate further on what Cosmo was bringing up about historical parallels, I can honestly say that that's something I've been screaming for a hot minute. Only,
Yep.
right, Siren? In fact, that's the whole reason why I started
It's the
coming on
goddamn
TikTok was
Gestapo. They are literally a fucking Gestapo.
because I have a master's degree in history and I really can't do much with it, but at least I can use it on here.
Not in this fucking economy, you can't, unfortunately.
Yeah, well, it is what it is. But and I'm not really into the idea of being a museum curator, but that's neither here nor there. I digress.
I
I
don't
can
blame
honestly
you.
say that if you truly look at post Treaty of Versailles Germany, right, and the Treaty of Versailles happened pretty much immediately after WW1. And I'm sure people up here know this, but this is for anybody and everybody who may be listening that is unaware of what the Treaty of Versailles was. And while a lot of the German population embraced it, there was a significant portion that was pissed off about it because it was kind of a sham. I mean, realistically speaking, if we're going to be honest here, it was kind of a sham. But it was a don't do that again kind of thing. And the mustache man, who essentially rose to power after the Treaty of Versailles came to fruition, preyed on the fears and
Oh my God, they
of
just
the
ramble.
economy, and started
So ICE
using
are
propaganda,
Nazis
about
because
a
reasons.
specific, group of people, society, whatever, subculture, and saying that they were taking the jobs they were causing the cost of living to go up. They were causing this, and they were the result of that. Basically, all of the rhetoric we're hearing right now about
Oh my gosh, they
undocumented or
live
illegal
in an
aliens
alternate universe.
was said almost verbatim about that specific demographic of people in
Were they there
that era
illegally?
of Germany.
Well, but they weren't.
So that's one of the parallels that people often reference.
Also accuse them of fraud. Weird.
Exactly. Like, I mean, there's this image being painted. Okay, hold on, let me go back. They painted
Is she still
this
talking?
image of that particular
Sweatshirt on. Bitch is still talking.
group of folks back then to be fraudsters.
What's with the moaning?
And to, be hoarding all the money.
Is somebody
and
crying, or is
taking
it
all
somebody
of the jobs
having
and,
some sex?
taking all the houses.
Ooh,
and,
yeah, get it.
Wife, this is so expensive.
Get it.
That's so expensive, and houses are hard to find, and literally almost everything we're hearing verbatim, right?
Yo.
But that was that.
Holy
that was
cow!
targeted
Are you
pushing them
done?
back then. So of course they were doing. Initially, they were just doing. They said that they're just going to go after the ones that were committing these crimes, and it turned into not only that, but then doing roundups, and then they started profiling. And when they still weren't getting out as many as they wanted to, they started going door to door. Or before they started going door to door, that's when they were able to start asking for proof of residency, citizenship, or in this particular case, prove that you are not this type of person versus this type of person. And when they still were unable to get out the numbers that they were wanting to, that's when they started going door to door, and that's when you started seeing the panic rooms being built, the hidden rooms, the hidden, kind of like what we all read in that girl's diary in school. I'm sure that type of hiding place came to fruition. Ironically enough, in the last year, and I read this. This is one anecdotal article I read, so the only source I can provide is that. So I'm gonna say that this is a loose fact at this point.
Oh God, she's still talking.
That there has been a significant increase in inquiries about panic room home remodels and rebuilds, including panic rooms or subterranean bunkers, things like that.
What? By the
just in the last
illegals?
year alone.
Are the illegals going to build panic
what?
rooms now? The illegals are building panic rooms now?
I swear to God.
No, I'm not saying.
You
I'm
say
not
fucking
saying that. I'm
illegals
just.
one more goddamn time.
Illegal aliens. That's the legal definition for
Testing
it.
a
Illegal
theory
aliens.
out. I'm testing a theory out. I'm testing a social
I
theory
mean, if you guys can call ICE
Um,
schmazzies, I'm going to call them illegal. I'm going to call them
I wanna
illegal aliens.
know
That's
if
the deal.
Trustee's
Stop calling them
grandparents
schmazzies, and
were
I'll stop
involved in
calling them
World War
illegal
II.
aliens.
It's the social experiment that I want to do. I want to know if Trustee's grandparents.
Wait, can I
were involved
respond
in
to any of
World
that? That
War
was like 8 minutes long.
No, yeah, but
Yeah,
I just
go
want.
ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Sure. So comparing them to schmazzies and the elimination which they were schmurdering the Jews is absolutely ridiculous. These are lawful orders that ICE is taking down. The country voted for this clearly. ICE has been around for quite a long time and doing operations like this for quite a long time. Just in the media
What
now
happened?
that Trump is. Let me respond. My goodness. So
Let him
Trump
respond, you
was
guys.
elected to
Nobody
do
voted
this.
for this.
These are illegals. They've crossed the border illegally. They've committed a crime and they must be deported. They're not being schmurdered. They're being sent home.
Melania.
They're being
Okay.
sent
Trump's
home.
father.
Siren, do you know how to shut up, or
Can
are you
I-
just a useful idiot in the
Nope.
upper right? I didn't think so.
What
let's
happened
let
to
him.
the 1,800 people
Can
that
we-
disappeared from Alligator Island?
Can we?
1,800
It's not an
people
island. It's the
disappeared.
middle of Florida. It's by Ocala. It's not an
Whatever. It's in
island.
the Everglades.
Okay.
It's not an
1,800 people
island.
disappeared from there. Immigrants vanished.
Yeah, they went
I'm
home.
Really.
They went
No,
to
they
see.
didn't.
Actually,
Really
Alligator
trying.
Alcatraz handles all the actual
Hey,
real, like
Ashley's
the
trying to speak.
hardcore
Shut
criminals.
up.
That's where all the bad guys
Actually,
go.
I'm
is
trying to.
Alligator.
I'm actually trying to say that I'm literally trying to have this conversation with Trustee, y'all. Like, let him finish, okay, and then we'll let others respond and things like that. But we gotta, if we genuinely want to talk to this guy, we've got to let him be able to speak as well.
Shocker.
Hey, please drop me to make room for Digital Sister, please.
Okay,
Well,
back.
I do appreciate that, Ashley. I do appreciate that generally. But I think the country wants massive deportations. We've kind of seen some games with deportations where we deport people and then let them right back in. We're not doing that this time. They need to go back home. Or, I mean, they skipped in line. And that's not good. It's not genuine for the people that are in line. It's not fair. So there's a lot of people that want to come to this country, but we do have a limit. And a lot of Democrats talk like it's just unlimited, unfettered, just anybody can cross the border because it's not a crime and you have 364 days to claim asylum and all this blah, blah, blah stuff. But what is your limit? Is your limit 8.5 billion people? Because that's the population of the globe. So is your limit about 8 billion people? Where does it start and stop?
So, okay, so Trustee, let me ask you this one then. If so, there's this. Actually, no, it's 364 days. But anyway, there's
That's what I said.
this. I know I was talking to somebody in the comments. Anyway,
Gotcha.
there's this. I guess rhetoric, for lack of a better, going around that the illegal aliens. I'll use your terminology here because it is the legal term.
You can use the term you want.
That,
It's fine.
Because of the undocumented individuals that are here, do pay into taxes, but they don't unless they are asylum seekers. That's the big difference. And if you're an elected official, you know how these regs work. I'm assuming. I'm hoping. So unless they're an asylum seeker or they are literally life, limb, or sight kind of an emergency, they're really not getting access to the social programs that have been propagandized. If anything, they're putting more money into our social programs and taxes than the average citizen is. Truth be told, I mean, I have a client that was undocumented but owned a couple of businesses and things like that before he was picked up and deported with no criminal record whatsoever and was in the midst of obtaining his citizenship. But we don't have to go into all that. And he was paying literally double the amount of taxes that I was. But until he were to actually get his citizenship, he would never get things like, food stamps, Medicaid, or Social Security, Medicare, any of that. But yet they pay into it. Don't you see that deporting this mass population of working, tax-paying, undocumented individuals is going to have a significant impact on us economically?
Sure. I mean, I understand the argument, but overall, they do take more than they bring in, and it's by the tens of billions. So they bring in about 90 billion, and they take about numbers range between 130, 140 billion. So they are net negative. They are in the red for undocumented being here. I understand that some of them pay taxes, but they also bring their children here, and then they go in the school system. So, I mean, they're not really paying for that as well. So our school system here locally, we don't have the problem here in my community, but Milwaukee does. Right next to me, a lot of illegal immigrants, use the school systems and it becomes a drain. They also use other social services. They call the police, they call the fire, they go to our hospitals, use the ER. So that's a social drain as well. And that's where some of the net deficit comes from. But I don't mind them working here. I really don't. I just wish they would do it legally. There are work visas. And for some kind of student groups or student ages, there are these J6 workers. We use quite a bit of them here in Wisconsin. And they're great. But there's ways to work here in this country. It's called a work visa. Obtain one of those. Come here. Do it the right way.
Jesse, so what about the
but what
statistics
about
of 40% of agricultural laborers are undocumented immigrants here? So if that's the case, about half of our agricultural labor workers are undocumented. A, do you think the responsibility lies on the people who brought them in and brought them on? Or B, do you think that the people who did that, the companies they work under, should help them gain legal citizenship?
Yeah, I think it's both. I think the country has changed tune. I think we're sick of this undocumented issue that we have. But you know, if those are the numbers
Stop saying it
for
like that.
if those are the numbers for agriculture, again, I don't have a problem with them coming up here temporarily and helping with agriculture. If that's what we need, if we need workers for that, fine. But there's legal ways to do that, and they're called work visas. And I don't think they're that hard to obtain. We live in Wisconsin, a farming state. I don't think we have that many undocumented farmers. I really don't know, but we have a big farming community here. This is probably more prevalent in California and the South areas, I would imagine, because they're closer to South America and it's closer to home. But we should
That
encourage
usually lies on the
legal
responsibility
work
and the
visas.
accountability of the top, though that it
Well,
usually lies on the accountability and the responsibility of the managers, the United States managers who bring these people in. If they're employing people, then there lies the responsibility. We should not be finding fault on the documented workers who have maybe been working the fields for 5 to 10 years, who have been trying their best to work into the system. We should be finding fault into the system itself if it is not set up to supply visas for these people who try to gain employment here.
Or
I,
the example that I was going to use. Go ahead, Trusty. I'll let you
I don't
reply
know.
to
It's
that.
kind of a say nothing answer. You're just trying to push the blame on something else, but never fix the problem. I mean, if
I'm
you're in
trying
this
to push
country,
blame
if you're in this country illegally,
indoctrination
you
of
gotta
legal
go.
slavery. I mean, that's what it is. That's what it is. You're literally, it's cheap labor. You know this. Everyone knows this. Everyone knows that the manager and CEOs of company love cheap labor. That's what they do. They exploit cheap labor. This is not a new story. This has been going on since the fucking, sorry, excuse my language, late 1800s. This is something in a new wave. It's using immigrancy. And this is something that instead of finding the exploitation of these workers as part of the problem, you blame the people themselves. And that's not
Right.
where
But
it should be
they
going.
made the choice to come here and do it the wrong
And
Oh my
way.
also,
God. They did
big
not make
ag.
the choice to come here. Sometimes 90% of the time they're seeking asylum, but okay.
Well, that's just an easy excuse to claim because Biden was granting
Easy
asylum
excuse, dude. Says you, Mr.
to
Privilege.
anyone. I'm privileged?
Yeah, dude. If you're literally saying that people come here because it's an easy excuse when they're seeking
No,
asylum,
claiming
you sound
asylum is an
even
easy
your tone of
excuse.
voice and your accent in general, being a white cis male, you are privileged as fuck.
Huh. I don't feel privileged. I feel attacked all the time for being white.
Oh my God.
I'm
Oh,
sorry. I'm
Yeah.
sorry about all of that. But I think that we need to acknowledge as well, though, too, that like big ag definitely lobbies for our elected officials to not pass any like bipartisan immigration plans or to have more judges to get through this backlog of people that have come here the proper way. Like you've said, that there is a long waiting list for, and these people want
Yeah.
to be here. And it's definitely more so one party than the other that conveniently seems to like never want that to actually get passed and get taken care of, because it seems like it's something that they really like to run on, and it really riles up their base. It gets people excited about, oh, these illegal whatever you want to call them. Like, it's just there are a lot of solutions that are out there, and I think that we're being dishonest if we're not going to address the fact that they're choosing to not solve these problems.
I think we have all the immigration laws on the books that we need. I think those are just talking points from the Democrats
you
saying
think
we
we
need
have a
laws.
perfect immigration system?
Well, then, not
I'm not a
perfect, but
Democrat, so
well, you sound like one, but you're using the talking points for them, so it is what it is.
I'm just
No,
not a
I don't think
conservative
we have a perfect
Republican.
system anywhere. There's no such thing as perfect in the human world, but we have all the laws that we need, 100%. I don't see, unless you can propose
so
a great law that I don't know of right now with immigration and illegal immigration and all of that, I don't see it. And we don't allow legal immigrants in here right away, too. There is a process to make sure they're vetted, to make sure they're right. I mean, it might take 5 to 10 years, but there's
What
a
about
reason for
all
that.
these what about
Shouldn't
all
take
these
that long.
asylum seekers?
Why?
What about all
Why
these
should it be
asylum seekers that are
fast?
being sent off to El Salvador CCOT,
We're
maximum security prison?
right. Well,
Why
they're
are asylum
MS-13
seekers?
members
Why are asylum seekers being sent off to CCOT, maximum security
because they're
prison, without a
MS-13 or
criminal
Trende
record?
Araga. They have criminal records. Anybody that
Oh,
sends
I'm
a
sorry.
let's
Oh, yeah, I
CCOT.
forgot about the gay makeup artist who had like maybe a speeding ticket in his past in
Hmm.
Venezuela. Was that what you're talking about?
I don't know, but most of them have massive criminal records, are MS-13 or Trende Araga, and CCOT is the perfect place for them.
Wow, dude.
W-
Wow,
We can't
promoting death
accept
camps. Love that
everybody's
for you.
just
Love that
because
for
you
you.
magically claim asylum doesn't mean we have to accept you here. That's ridiculous. We have a great country for a reason. We can't just let all of the world's problems in here. It's not going to be a great country anymore.
No,
It's going
there's
to
a
be a
we
problem.
do
process,
have
and
to
most of
accept
these
asylum
people
seekers.
have gone
No, we
through the
don't.
process.
There's no law that says we have to accept every asylum seeker. That's ridiculous.
No, yeah, we don't have to accept everyone. That is true.
Thank you.
I will say this though.
Yeah, we
Trusty,
only
I
accept
do.
the privileged ones from South Africa. Excuse me. I'll
Well,
step
we
out.
do.
I'll step
We
to the side.
try to bring in people that we should at least bring in people here that one have our same values, set of values, are going to work hard and assimilate. That's the most important part, assimilate. And that's what, like up in Minneapolis, I lived up there, and the Somali population is not assimilating at all. They're bringing some weird tribal crap here to America, and it does not fit in at all. And now they're taking billions of dollars of taxpayer money for fake companies and scams. I mean, pretty much ridiculous stuff here.
So, Trustee, I hate to go backwards here, but there's a lot of stuff said really quickly, but I want to respond to or rebut your response to when I was bringing up the parallels. If we can at least go back to that, if you don't mind.
Sure.
When you said calling them schmazzies is asinine, because what the schmazzies were doing was rounding up and unaliving groups of folks. Not in the very beginning. In the very beginning, they were doing what we are.
But they were doing this to a different. It's not like
they're.
But they were trying to eliminate Jews, like unalive them by the
Right.
masses, by the millions. We're
Not in
just
the
trying to
very
send
beginning,
people
though.
home.
That's what they were doing there in the very beginning. Just deporting them or incarcerating them.
Oh. So you think this is going to lead to like gas chambers or something?
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying you can't disparage the similarities and the parallels that are there and in existence, and why people are concerned.
I just think that generates fear, and I mean it's a little obtuse, like extremely obtuse.
But do you see why it's still like concerning to some people?
No, because ICE has been around forever and deporting
They
people
haven't been around
forever.
forever. They've
ICE
been
has only
around,
been around
since
since
2013.
Oh, okay.
2003.
So we had
2003,
no
sorry.
immigration enforcement before then,
We had Border Patrol.
right?
No, but seriously, they were only created in 2003. That's fact, Trustee.
Sure. Okay. Forever was the wrong term. Decades was the correct term. But we've had border patrol. We've had some kind of border enforcement for quite a long time.
This is true.
It is, but this is also like newly created, and now since it's been ramped up so much,
Well,
and with how they're going about
3
growing
years.
it as quickly as they have been. No, are you going to deny that they haven't been like adding to their
Yes. No, I'm
employees
not
or
going to
whatever
deny.
very
Oh no, we
quickly?
need
Okay,
more and
so
more.
I think
Oh
we
yeah.
can agree that like ideologically, it's basically like a giant force of people that probably all identify one specific way and have some pretty like strong feelings about what they're out there supposed to be doing and
Sure.
who they
Yeah.
should be listening to. So I think that if we're gonna just, I don't want to constantly be like, oh, hypocrites, but I just think that if it were the opposite way or the other way, it would be pure panic from anyone on the right as to what was going on in the streets. If it was a Biden ICE type thing going around and harassing and just picking people off of the streets for whatever, like
Well, they're
they
going
didn't like.
after undocumented
Yes, I know they're going after criminals. I'm saying like it's a
criminals. Yeah.
hypothetical. I realize that, but I'm just saying like
I mean, they have
that's
the
how divided we
overall.
are as a country, and this isn't helping.
Well, I just don't know why you're for illegal aliens. Like that's not a good
And
American
so-
first policy.
Well, I'm not an
But Tracy,
America
let me ask you
first
this one.
person.
Well, then
Oh my
Why would
god!
you
Oh my
want a
god! Oh
bunch
my
of
god! I'm
people that
sorry.
don't
I have to come
share
back. I'm
our own
sorry.
values and our
Can
own?
we pivot just a little bit, because it's not just immigration. Like, that could be such a huge talking point from these people, but it's also like Venezuela. It's taking us out of 66 international organizations within the last week. It's finding $10 billion to every single blue state, every single political descendant of the administration. It is so many things that have happened within the last week. It is not just immigration. And if we continue making it a hinge point for these people to purport their, I guess, ethnocide ideologies, it's just, I'm sorry, it's so much more than just immigration.
No, I agree with you there. This is the topic that we're on, so
Sure. Well, to
I
your
don't see
point,
it that
Venezuela
going.
and immigration go hand in hand. So under Biden, there was 900,000 Venezuelans that flooded into this country because their country was such a shithole
How do we know
socialist
that if they were
hello.
undocumented?
Because they turned themselves over to CPP.
Okay, I was just curious. Go ahead.
They want to
Sorry,
claim
I
asylum. They were
apologize.
told to claim asylum, so they just turned themselves over.
So, right, because they were under a dictatorship, right? So they were seeking asylum because they were under
Yeah.
a dictatorship. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's what they claim, right? And that's why Trump is
Right.
taking out that dictator so we can get them back home,
Right.
and they
Whoa, that's
can go fix
weird,
their own
dude. So
country.
wait. So what
Yeah.
were you saying about those people claiming asylum here? And the mass that was coming here? Why did they
Yeah.
do that?
Because they were living under a social shithole which they created.
Whoa, weird. So what do we do to those people?
We send them home so they can go fix their house. All we had to do is remove their leader. This would have
Oh,
been
we
easy
send them
fix
home so
4
they can
years
go
ago.
fix their house, except we take over their country?
No, we didn't take over their country. We just removed their dictator, and it's going to
Well,
be an easy.
Wikipedia, I don't know. Trump just put his picture as acting president of Venezuela.
This trustee guy is the typical
Because
demented
Wikipedia said so?
YT, the
Hold on.
demented
What?
YT man
Trump
in
reposted
America.
it.
Whoa.
And these are the people, if
Lenny's.
you look at the
Oh, so he's
statistics,
just trolling you guys.
Lenny's.
hello?
Lenny's, hold on a second, Sweet Pea. I need you to mute up until I can get you introduced to the panel, sweetheart. Thank you. Alrighty. Sorry about that.
It's all right.
Okay.
I don't. You want me to continue? I mean, look, they were running a dictator.
Yeah,
He was
please,
unelected
go
like
ahead.
5
No,
years ago,
it's-
and he just like lived on a military compound. So apparently, 4 years ago, all we should have done is take him out, put him to justice, and then try to fix Venezuela. But instead, they let all the Venezuelans flee up here, which is a horrible trek, by the way. They got to go through the Darien Gap. I don't know if you guys watch videos of the Darien Gap, but that is, ooh, it's bad. And then all the way through Central America, all the way up through Mexico, and then by the time they get here, claim asylum. And then Biden just let them through the door, boom, 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 and now they're flooded all over this country. So 900,000 of them. I mean, 1 year was like 324,000 in 1 year. Holy crap, that's a lot of people.
Now, were they all granted asylum, or was their asylum
I
cases
don't-
pending?
I don't know. I'm sure a lot are pending. I don't know, but
And
they're
if we
still
go into
running
their
around
country
here.
and steal all of their resources, and then they come to us for citizenship, what are we supposed to say?
Well, we took their oil, and then we're going to give the money back to them so they can run their government effectively and efficiently. So that money's going to go back to them.
So we're allowed to pillage their country, but they're not allowed
We're not
into ours.
pillaging
Is
their
that what you're
country. If
saying?
we were pillaging it, we would be keeping the money. We're giving it back to them. We're just going to make sure it's
Also,
sold
none of
at
that's
the highest
happened yet,
price.
Because
so
because
Well,
it's
this is
actually
all
a
just
$100
happened.
billion project that Exxon doesn't even want to get involved with because of the poor infrastructure.
Oh, I don't know. It's a shithole down there. They got a lot of fixing to do.
Trustee.
Right? It made
Trustee.
Trump look like a big idiot in front of the oil executives.
Hey, trustee,
Okay,
he's
really
already
quick.
said that he's going to put that money into an offshore account. So it's not even going to go to the Treasury, which means that
Yeah.
how are we going to
Well,
guarantee that it's going to be redistributed?
Right, because if it goes to the
Well,
Treasury, then it's in our
to
general
be
fund. That would be
honest,
silly.
to be honest, he's not. He wouldn't see a dime of that goddamn money. He wouldn't see a dime of the money because it's not his to sell. Excuse me. I don't even know why this is being talked about.
I don't know. Cosmic brought up
none of-
Venezuela.
none of-
isn't
none
being
of-
talked about. I think it's somewhat relevant.
None of
We're
what he
just-
said. None of what he said is happening or going to happen.
Well, that's what Trump says is going to happen. So, I mean, I can only go off of
It's
his
not.
word.
It's not happening, nor is it going to happen.
And the administration has
You
said
know
this,
what?
not just
The
Trump.
one credit
You
I
can
will
never
give,
Just
lie.
the one
cabinet
credit I
members.
will give
You
Trump. The
can
one credit I
talk
will
back
give Trump is
to-
he calls
You
it.
can get back to the topic.
Oh, what was it?
He says what he's going to do, and he does what he says. That's the only credit I will give Trump is, Bush made a whole rigmarole. At least he did the war revolutions, and he went to Congress as far as before capturing Saddam and going into Iraq. But aside from that parallel, Trump bypassed Congress and for whatever his own justification. But at least he says what he means, and what he means he says, and what he says he does. And that is one thing I will give Trump is he does that for sure. And so,
Well, see ya. She gone.
Okay, so Lonnie, you can go ahead and come off mute now. I need to get your age for TikTok purposes.
Excuse me?
I just need your age for TikTok purposes.
I am 72.
Okay, sweet pea. What brought you up here, hon?
Well, I was scrolling by and I saw this domestic terrorist looks, and then I was listening to Trustee, and it's like everything he's saying, does he not understand the origin of American history? That his people, his ancestors came here in boats, fleeing from Europe and unaliving 100 million people in this hemisphere, taking their shit, and now has the nerve to be talking about who can come into this country when they drove the Mexicans out who had already settled in the West. I mean, what kind of people are these? I don't know. Is it your Neanderthal genetics or what that have you YT men have the worst statistics of violence in the United States. Everything you have, you've pillaged and stolen from everybody around the world. Who the hell are you people? I mean, I'm serious. I am so glad I don't have to get up every day and deal with YT men. You guys are dangerous and sick.
Yeah, it's sad that you're a racist. Sorry for you.
Shooting women in the face. I'm not
He's
a
telling the
racist.
truth, Trustee. We're not only the worst in the United States, we're worst in the goddamn world.
So 7% of the global population is the absolute worst.
Pretty much.
And there's no third world countries that are white.
How much of the globe, Trustee, did the British once cover?
Name me a third world country that is majority white.
They used to say that the sun never sets on British soil. Why was that?
I don't know. I was born in 1983 in Wisconsin, so I was born here, and then this is my country. I've served it from an elected official standpoint. I've sworn an oath to two constitutions, the federal constitution and the Constitution of the United States. So no, I think I have the right to say who can and who cannot come into this country in this given day.
No, you don't.
Trustee,
I legally do.
Okay.
Not more
Thank
than
goodness you're no longer elected.
Well, I
more than my
retired to
ancestors.
spend more
They
time
were
with my
here
children and
before
the
your
coach
people.
and to get back to my job.
They were here before your people. You guys need to just go back to the caves of Europe and start over because you've just messed up the whole world.
Well, I didn't come from the caves of Europe. I was born an Indian in the House of Titan in 1983 in Wisconsin.
Yes, you did. Your
So I
ancestors
came from here. I came from the United States of America. That's where I'm born, and that's where I'm from.
Your ancestors came from
My ancestors
Europe.
don't matter at all for this
They
conversation.
matter.
Not at all.
They've destroyed the entire world, destroyed the entire planet.
Name me one third world country that is majority white.
Indigenous for whatever reason. I think he's lying, but this is the
I
first
am
I've heard
not lying at all.
That of you, Trustee.
That I was born an Indian
That's right.
in the House of Titan.
That you were born. What?
I was born Indian in the House of Titan.
No indigenous person is ever going to say that they were born an Indian.
Well, I was born in Wisconsin, so I'm indigenous. I'm Native American.
Okay. Were you born? Yeah,
Hold on, I'm gonna let Coach roll in on this one.
What?
So the woman that is directly above you, Cultural Oasis, is genuinely indigenous.
Oh. Well, I was born in Wisconsin, so I'm indigenous, right? I'm from here. How am I not? How am I not indigenous? I mean, I was born an Indian.
Oh, shut up. That
We
is
got lots
not.
of Indian named streets. I'm born in
Shut up.
Menominee. I'm from.
Shut up.
We got the
Shut up.
Menominee tribe that
Shut up.
founded our
Shut.
community.
Homa!
Both my cheekbones.
You've talked enough.
I wonder why. I wonder why
And
black people even
you are
try to stay
absolutely, you
in the
too.
United States
You
with these people.
too. You too. Because
I mean,
what
now
you're
we're
not going to do,
now we're the
what you're
Phoenix, but
not
we used to be the
going to
Indians.
do is come up here and just shut the fuck up.
I have no idea why I'm calling myself the Indians.
You know
So,
that's not what it means.
for all that don't know, is our team name used to be the Indians, and then the
You know
Liberals in the school board and
exactly
Corey
what
Gala
you
from
were
the superintendent got
saying,
rid of that name.
and
Awesome
it's
name.
bullshit.
Titans used to be the name of this other school. Long story, I'll tell you guys later. But I say that I'm born in India in the house of Titan because that
You
school
motherfuckers
used
are
to be the
most
Titans.
disgusting
So yeah, I'm
people.
trolling them. But I'm Native American. I was born here.
It's not
Native.
cute. It's not funny.
I'm not from Germany, England, or Sweden. I'm from Wisconsin, which is America, North America. Is she still ranting?
If you want to have an actual conversation, you can
Yep.
do that.
Well, I was trying.
But what you are not going to do
Well, is troll.
is sit up here
Oh, sit. Well, I'm going to sit back.
and try to act like you are indigenous any fucking where in the Americas, because you are not.
Well, where am I from then?
You are the descendant of fucking immigrants. You will always be the descendant of immigrants, of colonizers, of pillagers, of rapists, of thieves.
So where are the natives from?
You will
'Cause it's
never be indigenous to anywhere in the Americas.
who's indigenous then?
You will
Who
never
is that?
be indigenous to anywhere in the Americas.
Who's indigenous to the Americas?
You
Who?
are the descendant of colonists, rapists, and
Settlers.
thieves and whores.
Wow. Very
That is your
emotional.
legacy. That will always be your legacy.
Who's indigenous to this country then?
You have no other
Hey,
legacy when it comes to the Americas.
Oh my gosh. She's going strong here. So strong. Who's indigenous then? Can you let me know?
God help anybody who is ever your constituents.
They love me.
He doesn't
Yeah,
have
I'm
any
sure
right
that
now.
I'm sure that your racist constituents actually loved you. Yes, I'm sure they did.
I haven't said a racist thing yet. I've been called a racist, and this woman
You
just
just
below me
said a
is a
very
huge
racist
racist. And
thing
woman above me
to
is
it
huge
to somebody who
racist.
is actually indigenous. You've
Oh.
said racist things to somebody who is actually indigenous. Trustee?
Like, so who's actually who's indigenous to the Americas?
I'm not gonna.
What population?
It's not my place. It's not my place to debate that with you.
Oh,
But you
you
know
don't know
you're
history
wrong.
then? So you don't know history?
No, I know. It's
I have a
simply not
history
my
major
place to
just next to
say.
me on the left. Maybe she can answer. Who's indigenous here?
Oh boy. Now, cultural guys. Now I think he's trolling. Really? Do we want to
Trustee.
platform this idiocy?
I mean, I know quite a bit about the native population, so I might be more highly educated than you think. But
You know, we don't want.
muted.
I don't think we need to platform this idiocy. Really.
You're not platforming me. TikTok
It's
is. TikTok's a
it's
platform.
kind of DC's
You're
call here. Like he
you're
hasn't
not a
really.
DC?
platform.
Are you awake?
No, he's sleeping. He passed out a long time ago. This is great. Who's muting me though?
He's been busy a lot tonight. I don't
What
think
the
he's-
fuck is
it's
going
matter.
on?
Oh,
We have Trustee here claiming that he's indigenous and
Wait,
basically,
wait, stop a second. What the fuck?
yeah, and
Yeah.
insulting other people on the panel, and also asking the dumbass question, what does indigenous mean? He's a white man claiming that he's indigenous and arguing with cultural. I have stayed my fucking mouth shut.
I just asked her a
What?
question. I'm
I don't
not
think we need to
arguing.
platform
Slow
this
down,
shit.
slow down, slow down, slow down. What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
You can. I've tried to have a decent. I've tried to have a conversation with this guy, with Trustee.
no, you can't have a
And when the
conversation with Trustee. You know that.
No, actually, I didn't know that. Well, I didn't. Well, I figured it out a few minutes ago, and I said, "Oh, I know who you are." Literally, like 5 minutes ago.
I've been
Or
no
Oh, I
trustee.
thought we were
I
having a
don't
great
even remember
conversation
who coming
until
up on my
the other people
panel.
started muting me.
What the fuck? What did
but
Coach Hill bring him in her native language?
She
yeah,
did,
yeah,
and
she
he
did.
still didn't listen.
Mm-mm.
1
I just
second,
asked.
Coach Hill, are you okay?
I just want to know who's actually native to
Stop
the
talking. This is
Americas.
the
I'm
That's my
host.
fine.
only
No one should.
question.
Are you okay, Coach Hill?
Oh yeah, she's so hurt.
I'm fine.
Oh yeah, she's so hurt.
Okay. Okay. My greatest apologies. There's 6 people in my queue. What the fuck?
Yeah,
Well, maybe you
yeah.
should
There's a lot
pass
of people
out.
that have been wanting to come up when Trustee came up.
Yeah, well, they love me.
Oh.
I'm popular.
Meg,
I'm
do you
good
mind
for
if I drop
ratings.
you?
Oh yeah,
Well,
you're good. Sorry.
yeah, you can
Okay.
drop this person.
Okay.
Mars, bring people up. Just literally vet them. I don't want no lily trolls.
What do you want
Okay.
us to do with Trustee?
You know what?
He's young.
You know what?
He's young.
I'll drop him down.
Okay.
I got him. I just
Hello.
dropped him down. 1 second and bring people up.
Hey,
All right.
cultural. You should be thanking white people that they brought your black asses.
You
Oh
can
boy.
Tart.
get
I got a little anger issue with him. I'm trying to change.
okay, you can drop that person down and bring the rest of everybody up. Now I'm gonna go back on mute. Or go back to sleep. I don't know.
Let's see here. Okay, so
W Trustee. Well, guys, that was a bunch of craziness. Holy cow, liberal white women are just the best in society. Then we have the racist, whatever, Lonesi or whatever came up, and then cultural. She's black and completely full of herself. So yeah, that was fun. And Siren just puts himself in. So they're not all liberal white women, but most of them think all the same way. That was fun. So let's do that cool thing. It's called subscribe. Let's hit that subscribe button right now, so you guys can keep up on crazy Democrats, because I hear a lot of you guys like listening to this stuff when you're at work or something. You just put it in your ears and you just let it play and listen to it. And it's kind of fun stuff. I have fun. I usually watch these afterwards to kind of for my own entertainment. It's like my own little talk radio. I don't need that big talk radio anymore. I'm all about small platform creators. We're all about that, and I'm one of them. So let's subscribe, let's comment, let's like. Some of the comments are getting good too. Good supporting stuff. A lot of normal people are commenting, and we're supporting them. Sometimes you get a little heart notification next to me after the creator liked your comment. That's kind of makes you feel cool inside. So let's do some of that, and then we'll say the thing. We'll say the thing. See ya.